Watch as I create a voice agent that books my calendar automatically while I chat with Elon Musk.
Hello, this is Elon Musk from SpaceX. How can I assist you today?
My voice agent checks real-time Google Calendar availability and makes bookings instantly. You'll learn how to build this time-saving automation using the new Vapi dashboard and tool calling UI. I'll walk you through connecting N8N backend automation to create a complete hands-free booking system. Stop juggling scheduling apps and wasting time on manual calendar management because this voice agent does it all for you.
Hello, this is Elon Musk from SpaceX. How can I assist you today?
Hey, I was looking to make an appointment, please, for tomorrow at 2 p.m. Is that possible?
Sure thing. I just need a bit more info. What's your full name and what's the purpose of the appointment?
My full name is Ali Mohammed, and I want to talk about potential partnerships with you guys. Is that possible?
Just to confirm, you want to book the appointment for tomorrow at 2 p.m., right?
Yes, that's correct.
Give me 1 second to make the booking for you. Awesome, Ali. Your appointment is all set for tomorrow at 2 p.m. Can't wait for you to chat about those partnerships.
So I want to hop into Vapi real quick in case anyone doesn't know how to do it. All you have to do is just type Vapi inside of the Google search bar, and we can go to the first one, Vapi.ai. And this is basically a voice AI platform for developers. And it's really cool. They've done a full revamp of the entire thing, so I want to go over it in this video. But yeah, first thing we can do here is open a dashboard. We'll probably go over the rest of these features later, but go into the dashboard for now. And it'll probably prompt you. So it didn't prompt me, but it'll probably prompt you to log in. All you have to do is just log in either with your Google or GitHub account if you want to use that. But once you do that, you'll be brought to this page. You probably won't have these statistics. You'll be probably sent to a blank slate, but that's all good. Basically, just get familiar with this overview. It's a really damn cool dashboard that they've created. And I think the first thing we want to run through is there's a few different fields here. So we're going to click on the build field and we want to click on assistants. And today we're going to be building out an assistant using tool call functionality based on Vapi's new, software. So let's get into it. I already created this agent from before, but we're going to start from a blank template and we're going to be creating an appointment setup. So I'm going to call this one Nina and we are going to create the assistant. Awesome. So it's given us a predefined prompt. So you are a voice assistant from a dental office located on blah. The hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and you're closed on Sundays. And there's a few task details that they ask for. So they ask for the full name, the purpose of the appointment, request their preferred date and time for the appointment, and then confirm all details with the caller, including the date and time of the appointment. So this is actually great. And then we're sure to be kind, funny, and willy. Keep all your responses short and simple. Honestly, we'll probably stick to this prompt, but one thing I really want to try out is this new Vapi AI. So this allows you to edit the prompt in real time within the Vapi platform, so you don't have to go out into an external LLM to actually modify the prompt. So we can actually try this out. So I want to change this from Mary's Dental to, I guess we'll just say Neurov AI's dental, sure. We are open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every single day, even weekends. And we can press generate and it should go through and actually modify the prompt for us, which it has. So this is really cool. It'll basically highlight in blue all the new things that it's added. It'll highlight in red all the things that it's removed. And you can basically tweak around with it, ask for follow-up refinements if you want to before actually making the change. So let's quickly go through this. We'll say changes to 9 and then 5 p.m. every day, including weekends. Style, use kind and witty tone. Keep responses simple. Keep responses brief. Chatting with a real conversation, avoid rambling, awesome, and then you can basically apply the changes. Ask questions about the business and book appointments. If the caller wants to book an appointment, gather necessary information, ask for their name, purpose, requested preferred date and time. Excellent. We're going to come back to this in a little bit because we're going to be adding an external tool to actually enable this function calling. But one thing I want to bring your attention to is the providers. So if you're completely new to this, there's a lot of different LLM providers that you can have basically for the voice model. In this case, we're going to go with OpenAI just because they're really good. And I really like 4o Mini just because it's extremely fast and it's extremely cost effective. And if you prompt your voice agent well enough, it pretty much does the same thing. files. So this is an external knowledge base if you want to implement that. In this case, we're not going to implement a knowledge base just because this is a simple appointment setter. Temperature. So because I guess we use kind and funny witty tone, we can obviously keep this temperature quite high. Basically, temperature is used to control the randomness of the output. So basically, how sporadic or spontaneous or I guess colorful do you want your voice AI to be, pretty much. Lower temperature equals the voice AI is going to be more monotone. Higher temperature means it's just going to act like a 3-year-old saying God knows what. We're going to put this on 0.7 and then the max tokens. So this is like max tokens per interaction, not the entire thing. And if you want your conversations to be quick, sharp, and stop the AI from rambling, I would highly recommend just putting this to 250. Detect emotion, you can play around with this. I honestly haven't had that much luck with it. And I guess for this purpose, we don't really need it, to be honest. So after that is all done, we can click publish. Awesome. And we can see some statistics up here. So as of right now, this will basically cost us 11 cents per minute, and it's broken down by each of the different categories. And then of course the latency. So because we're using a web application, so we're talking to the agent through a website, it's going to have a significantly lower latency than if we were to basically call it. So let's go into the transcriber, and the transcriber basically allows us to configure the transcription settings for the assistant. So basically when we speak to the assistant, how well is it going to be able to take that data and put it inside of the transcript, which is really important if you're trying to grab name, phone number, email, etc. So I love DeepGram. I think DeepGram is awesome for this, and they just released their Nova 3 model, and we're going to be testing it out in this video. I think it'll be really cool. Language, you can choose whatever language you want. I'm just going to go EN for English. And then there's key terms. So key terms are used, you could separate them by spaces, but these are specific terms that you really want to capture in your transcript. This could be anything like phone numbers, emails, sort of thing. In this case, we're going to leave it blank. Click publish. Voice. So the voice, you can kind of play around with whatever voice you want. I think 11 Labs is still one of the best voice providers out there, and we're going to basically stick with the default. We can actually use Elon Musk. I don't want that. We'll use Elon Musk for this. So this is basically the voice model, how quick it's going to respond, how the quality of the speech as well. So in this case, we want to go with here, probably Flash V2 for that decreased latency. And because this is a web application, I'm not too worried about the quality. Background sound, we're going to go with Office. It's always nice to have a background sound, just in case there is a little bit of pause between you speaking and the voice agent's reply. It's not just like dead space. A little bit of background noise always helps. Punctuation boundaries. So these are punctuations that are considered valid boundaries or delimiters. And this helps decide the chunks that are sent to the voice provider for the voice generation as the LLM tokens are streaming it. Basically, if there are certain words that need certain pronunciation, you can kind of up inside of here using the limiters, but I'm not going to go into it that much. Stability, we're going to go down to 0.4, and then clarity, I like doing 0.7. Speed, so voice agent is terribly slow, you can increase it, but keep in mind, I'm pretty sure the latency goes up. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, awesome. You can basically increase the speed if you want. I'm going to keep it as default. Style exaggeration, I'm going to keep that as default, and then user speaker boost, I'm going to keep that as default for now. Nothing crazy. Functions, we're going to come to functions a bit. We're going to go to advanced settings. So advanced settings, there are some privacy settings that you can enable, disable HIPAA compliance. So I guess if you're working in medical field, you probably want to turn this on. You actually purchase a HIPAA subscription for billing to actually enable this. PCI compliance, so you can basically turn that on as well. Audio recording, I highly recommend just keeping audio recording on. It's great for when you want to go back into the call and basically analyze it. Video recording, turned off. You don't really need video recording. So this is important. Start speaking plan. So this is the plan for when the assistant should start talking. And this is really important. So basically wait second. This is how long the assistant waits before speaking. Now, honestly, this really depends on your latency. In theory, it sounds great to put this on 0, but what happens sometimes is if your latency is super low like mine is, the voice agent will start speaking before you stop speaking. And it can get super annoying when the latency between you and the voice agent is like a milliseconds, and it just doesn't make for a natural conversation. So for that reason, I like putting it on 0.4. Smart endpointing, so we can enable for more accurate speech endpoint detection. This is actually pretty good. I would turn this on, and we can either let Vapi do that, or we can use LiveKit for this. LiveKit is only available in English, but I think for this video, I want to show you all the settings, so we'll probably go through that. If you don't want to use smart endpointing, you can obviously configure this as you like. So the minimum seconds to wait after transcription ending with punctuation. So for example, if you're speaking a sentence and the transcription was able to identify that there's a full stop at the end of the sentence, that you've stopped speaking, it'll basically wait, oh, what did I just click? Oh, that's not good. It'll basically wait 0.1 seconds before speaking. On no punctuation seconds, so let's say that like you're trying to think of something mid-sentence and you're kind of like, that sort of thing. This is good to have a long wait time, because the AI will basically be able to determine that, hey, this person is mid-sentence. Let me wait 1.5 seconds before he speaks again in case he's thinking. I'm not going to increase this to 1. I'm going to keep this as 1.5, and we should be happy. On number settings, so this is basically the amount of time the agent should wait after you say numbers. So this could be important for like email, number, that sort of thing. And then voicemail detection. So voicemail detection is pretty cool. This has been updated. So this basically configures how the assistant detects voicemail. And there's a few different options. You can do Twilio, Google, OpenAI. In this case, we're not doing voicemail, so I'm just going to leave it as blank. The stop speaking plans, this is the plan for when the assistant should stop talking. And yeah, basically you can configure this. And what this basically means is that once we speak 3 words, so if the assistant is talking and we want to interrupt it, once we speak 3 words, the assistant will just stop talking. Voice seconds, so this is the seconds the customer has to speak before the assistant stops talking. 0.2 seconds is pretty good. And then back off seconds. So this is the seconds to wait before the assistant will start talking again after being interrupted. And I probably just put this down to 0 because obviously we have our wait seconds up here and those two add up. Silence timeout, so basically how long to wait before a call is automatically ended due to inactivity. I like these default settings, to be honest. 30 seconds is great. Like if you haven't responded to the call in like 30, it's probably safe to assume it's over. And then the max call duration, obviously you can decrease this as you want. We're going to decrease it to about 300 seconds. So like, what is that, 5 minutes? Keypad input settings, we're not going to be worrying about that. And then messaging is basically, this is basically post-call data extraction. So if you want to basically put in a server URL, whether this could be a webhook, up to, we're not going to worry about that for the video. We don't really need to do that. But basically this is great for if you want to put in a webhook URL, and then at the end of the call, this data during the call will get transferred to that webhook, and then you can kind of put that as you please. So once that is done, we'll basically go to analysis. This is basically if you want to do that data extraction inside of Vapi. For this video, we're not going to be doing that because we're going to be utilizing N8N. Now, functions. So tools. Tools are a way to enable your voice bots to perform certain actions and tasks during the call. Add your tools from the tools library, which is right here, so that your voice agents can connect to either make.com or Go high-level workflows. You can also have custom tools with your own backend. This is important. So before we get into tools, I want to go through these real quick. So the predefined tools that are already built into Vapi that are very common use cases. So we have pre-built functions for common use cases. So you can enable them and configure them below. I have the enable end call function. So this will allow the assistant to end the call from its side. And you always want to turn this on. This is like a no-brainer, right? Make sure your voice agent can end the call, because if the person on the other side doesn't end the call, you're going to be burning through a lot of money, pretty much. So let's go through these workflows. Workflows I'm going to cover in a separate video just because I think it's really cool and it's completely different. Phone numbers, obviously you can attach a phone number to your voice agent if you want to call it through a landline. I'm not going to show you mine in this video, but you can do that. Tools, so this is what we want to do. So Vapi has pretty much redone their tools UI, and there's 7 different types of tools you can make. You can make a function tool, which is what we're going to be doing in this video. And if we just go through it, basically function tool, you can give your tool a name. And in this case, we're going to be calling it book appointment or appointment book. Then the description for this is trigger whenever the user, and I actually want to, I'll save this real quick. I want to go back to the assistant and double check, grab this. And we want to basically just put this inside of here. And we want to modify this. Trigger when the user has provided their full name. asked for the purpose of the appointment, requested their preferred date and time for the appointment, confirmed all the details with the caller. Okay, so probably want to just do this one. Trigger whenever the user has confirmed all details with the caller, including the date, time of appointment, as well as their name. Cool. So what this basically means is this tool will trigger whenever this criteria is satisfied. So should be pretty self-explanatory. We're going to save it. Server settings. So this is basically the server URL or the endpoint that this data is going to get transferred to. Now we can actually hop into N8N and build out the workflow for this agent. And I want to start with a clean slate. We're going to start with obviously our webhook. And in this case, we're going to be using a test webhook. Make sure you put this to post request. And it's a post request because we're sending data to a server, hosting data to a server. Hence why we do a post request. And then the response, you want to change the response from immediately to use respond to webhook node. And I'll show you why in a second. Basically, we'll just leave that as is for now. And then we want to basically go into advanced AI and want to create an AI agent. And this is not going to be connected to a chat trigger node, which is going to define it below. Obviously, we haven't called this webhook, so we can't send any test data yet, but we can populate the fields that we need to, pretty much. So this is the prompt for the agent. And before we fill in the prompt, I want to show you what we're going to do. So before I decide to add any tools or chat models, we want to go through and add a webhook response node. So this is basically responding to the webhook. And this, we're just going to respond with JSON. And I'm going to show you why in a second, but I'm going to leave that as is. Chat model, I honestly, this really depends on your preference, but you want something that's lightweight, fast, and able to compute extremely well. For the video, we'll probably just go with 4.0 Mini, just because it's super efficient. Actually, I use 4.0 Mini in like all my videos. Let's try something else. Let's try Gemini chat model, and I want to try their new Pro Flashlight 2.0. We'll try this. So the tools are going to be very important. We want two specific tools. We want to go into Google Calendar. We're going to be using Google Calendar for this video, and we're going to be doing two tools. So this tool is basically get availability. We're going to leave that as is. And then we're going to create another tool, which is basically going through and book appointment. Awesome. So logically, what's meant to happen here is data is going to be sent to this webhook, which will contain the transcript. And it'll basically say, hey, I want to make a booking for this time on this date. And this AI agent is going to, first of all, check the availability for that specific time the user has requested. If that time is available, it is going to book the appointment. If it is not available, it's going to skip this tool request and basically send back to the server or the voice agent, hey, sorry, that time is already occupied. Would you like to try another date? Awesome. So let's populate these fields. We're going to first do the get availability. And obviously, if you don't know how to set up your credentials, there's plenty of tutorials online. It's very quick and easy. But once you do that, you want to go into resource. You want to just put, this is get availability. So we actually want to put calendar for our resource. And then the operation is just availability. Make sure to choose your calendar, which I have. The start time. So basically we want to make this an expression, and we don't want now, we want to basically create our own expression. And there's a really cool method called from AI, which takes in two parameters in this case, which is basically the key. So that is the title of the, I guess, parameter, then the description. If you don't know what that means, I'll quickly show you an example. So for the start time, we can literally just call this start time. So that is our key. And then for our description, so that the AI understands what start time even is, the start time the user has requested for the booking. So now AI will basically determine that the parameter to put into start time will be the start time that the user has requested for the booking. And yeah, it should basically be able to do that for us. And then end time is basically the same thing. So we can go through and just copy paste and change some fields. So we can call this end time. So this is basically the, we're going to change this actually. So assume the end time is 30 minutes after the start time. Awesome. That is how you basically use the from AI node. And then we probably want to put in time zone as well. So our time zone is Australia/Brisbane. Obviously change that accordingly. And also you want to go into settings here, and you basically want to change your time zone to Australia/Brisbane. So I'm going to do just that, make sure everything is time synced. So that is the get availability. And now we're going to configure the book appointment. So for this one, we basically want to do an event, and we want to create, because we're creating a booking. Select our calendar, and the start time and end time is basically the same thing as this. So we'll basically just copy and paste right here. And we'll even do this one as well. Awesome. Use default reminders. You can keep that on if you want. And I think that is pretty much everything we want to configure. Obviously, you can add like a field as well. And then you can also add a summary field. This is basically going to describe in the meeting, like what the meeting is even about, which is actually probably important. So we probably want to do that because we do ask for the purpose of the meeting. So I think description is, in my opinion, going to be the purpose of meeting. So the purpose of the meeting / appointment. So we're basically going to do that. And then I think summary is basically just like 30 minutes voice AI booking. That is, I could have these flipped around the wrong way. We'll see when we actually test it. But now you can see the red halo has basically disappeared from these tools, which means that we've configured them accordingly. All that's left is the AI agent. And we kind of need data from this webhook before we can even configure the AI agent. So let's go back into Vapi. And now we can kind of add the field for the server setting. So let's save this real quick. And we can go into this webhook, and you can basically grab the URL. So there's two URLs. There's a test URL, and then there's a production URL. Test URL is, well, like it says, great for testing. And then production URL is when you want to go mainstream with this. So in this case, we're going to be testing it. So we're going to put in the test URL. And you can also put in a secret token if you want to be extra secure. In this case, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to get rid of this afterwards anyway. You can also add custom headers as well to include in your API request. We're not going to do that for this video because it's just a simple tool call. But yeah, and then messages is actually quite useful. So there's different message types that we can basically have the AI say when it's making this tool call. So at the beginning of the tool call, we can tell them that give me 1 second to make the booking for you. Awesome. And then once the request is completed, we can basically say, or actually, no, we want to leave that blank. We just want request start, and I'll show you why in a second. So awesome. That is basically our tool configured. And what's really cool about this is we don't even need to use the voice agent to test this tool before we push it to the voice agent. And what I mean by that is Vapi has included this test field here. And this is really cool because we can basically just send data directly without having to talk to the voice agent ourselves. So the request body, I'm pretty sure, if I think about this correctly, how we want to send the data. So first of all, I want to probably save this. We'll just add that so that we don't get an error. But if we press test, and then if we send a request, error in workflow, error fetching Google Gemini. Interesting. Generate content request instructions. The instructions. Let's do that real quick. Awesome. So let's try testing it again. Send request. Awesome. So we just sent a tool request, and obviously this has nothing in it, but we got some data back, which is all that we need. So what we can do with this data is a few things. First of all, we need to, actually this data is kind of useless. I can't lie to you. I think what we need is, data is actually kind of useless. I'm not going to lie to you. What I might do is actually populate this with transcript. So obviously this takes the content in JSON. So we're going to call this transcript and basically make a booking for 2 p.m. tomorrow. So if I test this, it should hopefully give me back something decently useful. And did that do anything? I think JSON position. Does this actually work? Failed to fetch. Is that because, it's because this hasn't done anything. To be sending, awesome. So that should have sent data across properly. And you can basically see here, body the transcript. So we're going to put this inside of here. And hopefully this can work for now. But basically we can just say transcript is this, and then the system message is quite important. So the system message is basically going to describe, number one, read through, or basically what we can do is provide a role. And give me 1 second, I'm going to quickly whip up a prompt and get back to you. Awesome. So I've gone ahead and written up a prompt. So basically you are an experienced AI appointment setter. So based on the user transcript, the task. So use the get availability tool to first check that the time the user has requested for the booking is available. Number two, if the time that the user has requested is available, then proceed to use the book appointment tool to confirm and create the booking for that time slot. Then I want it to return the specific output. Great. I've scheduled your appointment with Ali at insert user's requested date. He looks forward to speaking with you soon. And then number three is basically, if the time is not available, then it'll basically return a specific output. I want it to return the specific output for a certain reason. And it's very important that if you are using your LLMs and you want them to return a specific predefined output, that you go into your AI model and you turn the sampling temperature to 0. This will basically get rid of all the variation that the LLM could produce, and make sure that this predefined message that you want to get the agent to produce is actually correct. So what we can do here is basically respond to webhook. So this is very important. And if we go into the Vapi documentation, what I really want to show you is Vapi tool calling. And what's really cool about this is not custom tools. I'm pretty sure it's 1 second. Let me find it. So Vapi has a custom format for tool calling, and this is basically a server response format, so providing results and context. So this is how the payload in the webhook response should be structured in order to actually get a response from the voice agent. So results is basically what we're going to be inputting into this respond to webhook. The tool call ID, so that is literally just this. This is our tool call ID. And then the result is basically that output I was talking about earlier. So let's actually go ahead and do this. We can copy this and chuck it into respond to webhook. It can be a JSON field. So tool call ID, we can actually just set this manually as this. So we can hard code it. The results is basically going to be the output from this AI agent. And it's really cool is we can basically take it and do this. And hopefully it should work. So that is basically our structured respond to webhook. And basically what's going to happen is webhook is going to send transcription data. AI agent is going to read that transcript and determine the user wants to create a booking at 2 p.m. tomorrow. It'll first check availability. And if it's available, it'll book appointment. And then it'll basically create that output of like, great, your booking has been created for this time. Ali looks forward to speaking with you soon. And then that data will get transferred to the respond to webhook node, which is going to cause the voice agent to basically speak this output. It's really cool. We're going to test it out in real time and see what happens. So we can go back into Vapi, and I think that's pretty much everything we wanted to do. And we can click save here, and we can go back to our assistant, and we can go back into the functions tab, and then the tool, we can add the tool. This is very important. I've had situations where I was stuck and I realized that I just didn't enable the tool. So once that's done, we can click publish. And now, fingers crossed, we can actually speak with this AI agent and hopefully get a booking in. So let's do that right now.
Hello, this is Mary from Mary's Dental. How can I assist you today?
I need to change it. This is Elon Musk. This is Elon Musk from SpaceX. Let's actually just do that. I think that'll be funny. Let's actually just do that. You are a voice assistant for SpaceX. And okay, sweet. Talk to Elon Musk and hopefully get a booking in.
Hello, this is Elon Musk from SpaceX. How can I assist you today?
Hey, I was looking to make a booking, please. Is that possible?
Hey there, what we're looking for. Just give me the scoop.
Can I make booking, please?
Absolutely. I can help that. What's your full name?
My full name, Ali Muhammad.
Nice to meet you, Ali. What's the purpose of your appointment?
Yeah, I really do sit down with you guys and kind of talk about a potential partnership.
Potential partnership sounds intriguing. When would you like to chat? What date and time work for you?
Let's do tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Got it. So we've got Ali Muhammad for a potential partnership chat tomorrow at 2 p.m. Just to confirm everything, is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
Give me 1 second to make the booking for you. Awesome. Your appointment is all set for tomorrow.
Okay, beautiful. That is what we expected to happen because this AI agent basically, that tool call we kind of did here, kind of useless, I'm not going to lie. So we need to change this because this field is undefined and we need to go down into this webhook. And this basically captured all that transcript information that we had with Elon Musk. And what we can do is we can go down to, I think, which one is it? So these are the messages that we had with him. And this is so stupid, but what we can do here is we can find the actual transcript itself. I'm just trying to see if the transcript is available. I don't think it is. Okay, that's all good. Basically, what we can do here is the transcript. We can grab the, what was it? It was the information. There's so much data in here. Okay, awesome. This is messages AI format, and this basically contains everything that we need for the actual agent. So this is basically containing all the information about the transcript, and what we can do very briefly is just put that into here. Now it is returning object, which is the greatest thing in the world. So we probably want to go with messages and see if that works. That also returns object. Great. Okay, artifact, object. Why does object? That is the weirdest thing ever. Maybe if I test this, it'll probably do something. No, it's still object. That is, all right, give me one. I'm going to fix this and I'll get back to you. Okay, awesome. So basically what was happening is we were just sending a bunch of object data to the server. And what I've done here is I've basically added a split out node. So we're splitting out all the information from this artifact. So from here, basically returns the message 0, message 1, message 2, and then those produce individual items. So I basically created an aggregate function, which takes all those individual items and bundles it into one item. And you can see the output on the side here is basically the role of the agent and then the transcript. So that should, in theory, work now. And we can actually make a call and see what happens. So let's do it. Mr. Elon Musk couldn't get tool ID, does not exist. Oh, yeah, sorry, wrong one. Here we go. Let's test it out.
Hello, this is Elon Musk from SpaceX. How can I assist you today?
Hey, can I make a booking, please?
It sounds like you're trying to make an appointment. What's up?
Yeah, can I make an appointment at 2 p.m. just to go over a potential partnership?
Sure thing. I just need a couple more details. What's your full name?
My full name is Ali Muhammad.
Ali, so just to confirm, you want to meet tomorrow at 2 p.m. to discuss a potential partnership, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Give me 1 second to make the booking for you. Uh-oh, it seems there was a hiccup.
Okay, beautiful. That is exactly what we want. So check the syntax of the JSON response and make sure it is valid. Interesting. So there seems to be an issue with the actual JSON response, and that's not great at all. And we probably need to fix that. So if we go back into Vapi, I guess, what is the issue? Tool call ID. Okay, awesome. So I made a small error in my judgment. This is not the tool call ID. We need to change that. That is not the tool call ID. The tool call ID basically comes from this webhook. And if we scroll down a little bit, this is the tool call ID and tool call list. So if we just change that to this, should test it, and then the response is still invalid. Is that because of how it's structured? No, the structure is good. Oh wait, hold on. I think I might see the issue. Did we format this correctly? We did. I don't know why the responder webhook is invalid JSON. Unless I'd need to change the data? No? Response code 200. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let me fix this and come back to you and hopefully we can get this working. Okay, I must have just messed up some formatting, but we got it working now and that's awesome. So great, I've scheduled your appointment with Ali at this time. He looks forward to speaking with you soon. We actually want to change that. So we want to go back into notes and make sure that when you output the user's requested date for your final response, make sure it is a user-friendly format, not ISO 8601 format. So for example, what we can do is basically put in great. We can do this. We can do great. Schedule your appointment for Ali at, let's say like 3 p.m. He looks forward to speaking with you soon. Awesome. So that is all done. And one thing I want to do is we need to go back and actually prompt this better. And this could honestly be the model. So I'm going to change this model to 40 mini, and fingers crossed, it should actually book the appointment. So it should get availability and book the appointment. So that should have done that. And fingers crossed. Okay, made a voice AI booking for AM. That is a little bit of a problem. So let's figure out what they did wrong. So we basically wanted to do tomorrow. That was available. And then the booking agent, start time the user has requested for the booking. Awesome. So this seemed to have done it at a different time. So we're going to miss in UTZ +10 Australia/Brisbane time zone. We're going to copy this and basically put it down into here. Did I do that right? No. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Awesome. Okay, so let's test this again. And what's really cool about N8N is we can basically keep testing this and make sure that the output works properly before we call the voice agent. So now it actually works, but now at 12, which is not 2, it's not 2, which is not. So this was basically 2 o'clock. That is correct. I might actually change this for the booking. Convert to UTC +10 Australia/Brisbane time zone. Awesome. So we're going to grab this and we're going to put that down here as well. Do that. And then let's test this again. And fingers crossed, it should work properly. Go back into here. I will delete this and see what happens. So go back into here. Awesome. Okay, now it actually converts to 2 p.m. We've specified the actual time zone and format properly. Okay, so all that is done. So delete this and make the call to the voice agent. Unlucky Flash 2.0, but ChatGPT is superior. Let's go back into Nina, and I really should change this to just Elon Musk at this point. Elon Musk.
Hello,
Okay, we gotta call him again because I changed the name.
Hello, this is Elon Musk from SpaceX. How can I assist you today?
Hey, I was looking to make a booking, please, for tomorrow.
It sounds like you're searching for something. Could you give a bit more detail? What are you looking for?
I'd like to make a booking, please, for tomorrow at 2 p.m. Is that possible?
Sure thing. I just need a few more details from. What's your full name and what's the purpose of the appointment?
Yeah, my full name is Ali Muhammad, and the best appointment is to really just sort out some sort of partnership with you guys.
Got it, Ali. So just to confirm, you want to book an appointment for a partnership discussion tomorrow at 2 p.m., right?
Yes, that's correct.
Give me 1 second to make the booking for you.
Awesome.
Glad you think so. If you need anything else, just let me know. Have a stellar day.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Elon Musk. Awesome. So it looks like that properly, and we can see here that the booking was made for 2 p.m. tomorrow. And yeah, 30-minute voice AI booking. And it doesn't seem like there are any notes for this booking, so that's all good. Now what we can do is test and see what happens if I try to make another booking at that time and see if it'll basically tell me, hey, that time is not available. So Elon, let's call you again, my friend. And
hello, this is Elon Musk from SpaceX. How can I assist you today?
Hey, I was looking to make a booking for tomorrow at 2 p.m. Is that possible?
It seems like you got cut off there. What were you to do?
I was looking to make a booking for tomorrow at 2 p.m. Is that possible?
Sure thing. But first, I need a bit more info. Can you tell me your full name and the purpose of the appointment?
Yeah, sure. So my full name is Ali Muhammad, and this appointment is to really just sort out some sort of partnership with you guys.
Got it, Ali Muhammad. So partnership chat at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Just to confirm, that's for tomorrow at 2 p.m., right?
Yes, that's correct.
Give me 1 second to make the booking for you. All set. Your appointment is booked for tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Okay, awesome. So it looks like it messed up a little bit there. All good. And we can kind of go back into here and figure out. Okay, so I specify something very important here with this. And basically, something I want to specify is use the get availability tool to first check the time the user has requested for the booking and check if it's available. That's weird. JSON is not letting me copy. I want to copy this JSON and basically tell the LLM what to search for. That's just, why can I not do that? That is terrible. I can copy this JSON. I want to basically grab this copy and I want to put it inside of here. You know what? That I don't like it, but it'll probably do for now. We can probably format it a bit better. Honestly, if I literally just do this, and if I go into here, and if I click Control, no, it does the same thing. Basically, this is what the output of the get availability tool looks like. If the available field is false, then there is no time slot at the user requested time. If it is true, then there is availability. Okay, this is really important. We're basically showing the AI agent what the output of the get availability tool looks like, so it has some way better understanding of, hey, is this time available? If it's not, don't even bother making the booking. And now, hopefully, it should not make a booking. Okay, it did still make a booking, which is a bit of a, to be honest. So let's actually see what happened here. So get availability, that is true. Bit strange, because that's 12 p.m. So that's not, I think you need to specify. I need to specify in here, we are in Australia/Brisbane time zone. And I think if I do that, it should hopefully get availability. And yeah, awesome. Now it doesn't book the appointment because it actually, oh my God, that is so tedious, but I'm glad we finally figured that out. Okay, so let's test this agent. So we still have our booking for tomorrow at 2 p.m. Let's test it and see what happens if I try and make that booking again.
Hello, this is Elon Musk from SpaceX. How can I assist you today?
Hey, I was looking to make a booking for tomorrow, please, at 2 p.m. Is that possible?
It seems like you might have gotten cut off there. What were you looking for?
I'd like to make actually, you know what? I'm going to change this model to Turbo V2. It is a little longer, but I think the quality would just make for a much more pleasant experience. So we're going to call this, and hopefully it should work.
Hello, this is Elon Musk from SpaceX. How can I assist you today?
Hey, can I make a booking, please, for tomorrow at 2 p.m.?
Sure thing. I just need a bit more info. What's your full name?
Yeah, my name is Ali Mohammed.
Awesome. Thanks, Ali. What's the purpose of the appointment?
Okay, one thing I want to do again is go through the voice settings. Not the voice settings, sorry. I want to go through advanced, and I want to do this wait seconds to 0 now that our delay is a bit less. So let's do that and then try calling Elon.
Hello, this is Elon Musk from SpaceX. How can I assist you today?
Hey, can I make a booking for tomorrow at 2 p.m., please?
Hey there. What's up? How can I help you?
Can I make it for 2 p.m. tomorrow?
Sure thing. Just need a bit more info. What's your full name and what's the purpose of your appointment?
Yeah, so my full name is Ali Mohammed, and I want to make an appointment tomorrow to basically talk about partnerships.
Awesome, Ali. So to confirm, you want an appointment tomorrow at 2 p.m. to chat about partnerships, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Give me 1 second to make the booking for you. Uh-oh, looks like I hit a little snag there, but no worries. Your appointment is set for tomorrow at 2 p.m. to discuss.
Okay, this is not great. Yeah, this is the reality of basically these appointments that it just doesn't work. So that time it didn't even a booking. So that is, I think I need to go back and reformat this prompt. So I'm going to quickly do that and then cut back to the video. Okay, so I have gone ahead and reformatted this prompt entirely to basically include not task. The task is the same, role is the same. We've added some specifics. We've added context, which is basically the actual structured format of the get availability tool. We've added some examples as well, which could honestly be huge. And so now, in theory, if I test this with our previous one, so this was basically, what appointment was this? So this was to book an appointment for tomorrow at 2 p.m. Obviously, we already have one. So in theory, this shouldn't use the book appointment tool. Let's see what happens. Okay, it didn't even use the get availability tool. Actually, didn't even, yeah. Can I full name and purpose the appointment? Did we even? We did. That's weird. So can I use this? Okay, I'm changing this to and then let's see what happens. So do I think even O3 mini. How long is O3 mini? Because it could honestly just be a context window issue. Okay, in O3 is long, so we're not going to use O3 for that one. Go back into here. I want to use 4.0. Make sure we grab the most up-to-date 4.0, which I think is this one. So let's try that, and then hopefully, logically, it didn't even do anything again. It looks like you're looking for help when taking an appointment. I specialize in managing appointments. So if you'd like me to tell me about your needs, I can guide you. Okay. I don't know what's going on there, because in theory, it should use the tool call, and this is the transcript, so I don't know why it's struggling to call that. Okay. What if I do containing all the information about the user's name and booking time? Okay, let's try that. And it should, okay, it just doesn't call the get availability. I don't know why it does that. Maybe if I put down in the note, always use the get availability tool. If I literally just do that, it should, in theory, it doesn't. Is that because I think the output, it seems you provided me the task with a different context. Have I? Hold on, let me reformat this. What is going on? I am so confused. What is going on? It seems you're referring to SpaceX. However, I'm currently set up to assist in booking appointments for Ali in the Australia-Brisbane time zone. Schedule an appointment with him. Feel free to let me know your preferred time. Awesome. So I think if I literally just do this, theory, it was literally just the role literally just messed up. What? That's actually crazy. So the role was basically confusing the AI agent, thinking that it was an experienced AI appointment setter, when really we're working for SpaceX. That is actually crazy. Wow. So basically it's gone ahead and checked that 2 p.m. is not available. And would you like to choose a different time? Awesome. That is the craziest debugging of my life. But hopefully now we should be able to test this whole workflow in full practice. So let's see what happens. Let's first try making a booking at 2 p.m.
Hello, this is Elon Musk from SpaceX. How can I assist you today?
Hey, can I make a booking for tomorrow at 2 p.m., please?
There, what's up? How can I help you today?
Can I make a booking for 2 p.m. tomorrow, please?
Repeat that, I didn't quite catch it. What are you trying to say?
Can I make a booking for 2 p.m. tomorrow, please?
Sure thing. Can I get your full name first?
Yep, so my full name is Ali Mohammed.
Awesome. Thanks, Ali. Now, what's the purpose of your appointment?
I want to talk about potential partnerships, if that's possible.
Got it. Potential partnerships at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Just to confirm, that's tomorrow, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Great. So just to recap, your name is Ali Mohammed. You're booking an appointment to discuss potential partnerships, and it's set for 2 p.m. tomorrow. Sound good?
Yes, that sounds good.
Give me 1 second to make the booking for you.
All right, now it's not even checking the get availability tool. Okay, this literally, okay, I think the issue is I'm providing the voice AI prompt on top of the system prompt. So we need to create some sort of logic that basically removes this initial message and only shows the transcript. Unfortunately, I really hate how Vapi doesn't actually have like a specific field for the transcript. In that case, let me quickly do some more formatting and basically get rid of that first initial voice prompt message, because I think that's confusing the AI agent. So yeah, I'll basically do that. Okay, so I've made some crazy improvements because Vapi can't figure it out themselves. Basically, I've taken this raw data from the payload and I basically, actually, let me show you an example I did. So I've taken this raw data from the webhook and I basically used code. And by the way, I just used to help me generate this code, but I basically used code to go through the messages field. So if we go into here, I basically used it to go through this messages field and always remove the system message, because this system message identifies the voice AI prompt and that was confusing with the AI agent prompt. So what happens is it basically formats the output of the actual transcript, not the role of the actual voice AI agent. So now in theory, when I test this AI agent, what it'll do is it'll check the availability. The availability is true, so then it'll book an appointment. And then what's going to happen is it's going to create an output saying, I've scheduled your appointment with Ali for tomorrow. He looks forward to speaking with you. And yeah, it was an absolute doozy. This video has gone on for a very long period of time, but you can kind of like the troubleshooting process that I go through. And yeah, something as simple as this can actually be quite a bit of a headache if you're not prepared. So yeah, further ado, I think this should be the final time we're testing it. So let's freaking do it. First, I'm going to delete this because I want to test the booking capability and give it a try. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to make a phone call to Elon Musk just because it's easier.
Hello, this is Elon Musk from SpaceX. How can I assist you today?
Hey, I was looking to make an appointment, please, for tomorrow at 2 p.m. Is that possible?
Sure thing. I just need a bit more info. What's your full name and what's the purpose of the appointment?
My full name is Ali Mohammed and I want to talk about potential partnerships with you guys. Is that possible?
Got it, Ali. So you're looking to chat about some potential partnerships. Just to confirm, you want to book the appointment for tomorrow at 2 p.m., right?
Yes, that's correct.
Give me 1 second to make the booking for you. Awesome, Ali. Your appointment is all set for tomorrow at 2 p.m. Can't wait for you to chat about those partnerships.
You too, Elon Musk. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Goodbye. Awesome. So that was us creating the booking, and now let's call him again to make the same booking, but see what happens.
Hello, this is Elon Musk from SpaceX. How can I assist you today?
Hey Elon, I was looking to make a booking for 2 p.m. tomorrow. Is that possible?
I can help with that, but first I need a bit more info. What's your full name, and what's the purpose of your appointment?
Yeah, my full name is Ali Mohammed, and I want to talk about potential partnerships, if that's possible.
Got it, Ali. So you want to chat about partnerships at 2 p.m. tomorrow? Just to confirm, that's tomorrow at 2 p.m., right?
Yes, that's correct.
Give me 1 second to make the booking for you. Oops, looks like 2 p.m. tomorrow is already booked. How about a different time? What works for you?
No, that's all good, thank you. Okay, awesome, it works now. So that was the core issue that we were facing, was that the voice agent prompt was basically getting mixed with the AI agent prompt, and that was causing it to get confused, but now it finally works, and honestly, I can probably bring this down to 4.0 mini, to be honest, and it'll probably execute the same thing, and yeah, it does the exact same thing. So that is the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, this has been a very long video of just me troubleshooting, but I hope you enjoyed it. As always, the template to the voice agent, and of course, this is going to be down at the link to the description. But yeah, I'm Ali Mohammed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you, specifically you, in the next one. Catch you later.